Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Look, we are live. Okay. So you will have to excuse anything that looks crazy because this is not anything that we have practiced or planned. So enjoy the real time bloopers. But before we get into it, we're going to go ahead and hit this intro and we'll catch you back up in a second. All right, welcome back. Look, check it. We about to start talking about this latest episode of Love and Lockup, episode 34. I mean, how mentally stable are you? Is the title here. And that in itself is a conversation to be had. So let's get started. We start off with Zeruiah. Ah, and I really hope that's right because I got excited just now. But we started with Zeruiah the day after, and what do we think about the next day, the morning?
So when they finally show up at the house, I thought it was really sweet how excited her son was. But I also was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, and he even made it where he said, well, he only, this is his first time seeing me outside of jail or whatever. And I'm just still sitting here in disbelief that she has this man around her son, and she also let him adopt him without knowing this man in the real world. Um, and I thought it was nice that the gifts that he gave to his son, I thought that was nice, although we know they weren't technically from him. Um,
I mean, I thought that was cute though.
I,
She's like,
I
stop
thought it was nice.
it that for a second. Listen, you gonna give him these gifts, and you gonna say they from you, and he gonna be so excited to get these gifts. And I mean, he went right with it, so I like that. He got excited or whatever. I did not want that boy jumping up on that man like that, but I get it. He was excited.
Yep. Yeah. So that's how I felt about the first couple few minutes. Um
She was happy about the package size though, and we're not talking about the gift to the baby.
yeah. she,
So much so she had to
she
share with her sister.
she was worse than True, honestly, with the with that. Cuz that's all
Yeah,
she
I
kept
mean,
talking.
she said, "Look, I got this steam package for you. I got this soap package for you. So I'm excited to jump on this thing and see what's what's happening, and
Mhm.
hopefully it's worth the size." And I guess she was excited about that because she had to share it with her sister, which I think is crazy because you are first of all, the first episode when we introduced the sister, and she's like, "Well, I guess I'll be looking the movie." Now you could say, "Well, I guess I'll be making sure I ain't walking around half naked." No, you could do that.
No,
You can
man.
do
Why your sister explained to you that she's uncomfortable. I'm quite sure she had this conversation before that she's going to be uncomfortable with the living situation. So if that makes her feel uncomfortable, first of all, you bring in this man and you don't know this man outside of prison. And I noticed something that's happening throughout these episodes of them meeting these people and don't know them outside of prison. But you don't know him outside of prison, and Not saying that he's a bad guy, but I wouldn't want my sister feeling uncomfortable. And me, I need to know a person, and I mean outside of prison, before, like, I need to see how you live. Like, you gotta have your own place. I got my own place. I could come visit your place and see how you living over here, because you might not live the same way I live over here. And it's only fair to her sister, to give her no, because you know what it sounds like. Not saying it reminds me of Players Club when Diamond Cousin was walking around. Did you
And
hear me?
that's where I'm kind of going with the, yeah, no, you can walk around naked if you like, half
No,
naked if you
ma'am.
want to. That's no problem. You don't got to change that.
No,
We
ma'am.
good.
No, ma'am.
You are very secure. I give her that.
Very,
Even
very.
though he has the baby mom, the lady done told you this is not gonna happen or play out well in the
Hmm.
future, but you go ahead on with your bad self, I guess. And then he is not excited about having the sister living there either. I didn't know he had a say in the matter, but I guess. But he himself was like, "No, I want nobody living with us."
But I
So
mean,
did she even tell him that she was gonna be there? Because that in itself is about to be another conversation.
yeah. But I mean, do you have that right to make that decision? What bills are you paying around here, baby? You just got out. And again, she don't know this man enough. You got him living in the house with you, your son, right now, and your sister until she leaves. You don't know this man. You don't know. You don't know his temper. You don't know his ways. You know him in the essence of being in jail. And there's a lot of stuff they can't do. They can't express. They can't act out of character in jail. But once he get home, what's stopping him? You don't know this. That's my biggest issue. You don't know this man for real. You know him behind prison. Behind bars. Chink clink. That's it. Like when he living in your house, how comfortable are you gonna be? This is like a big adjustment. Living with somebody, y'all have never spent the night together. Do you hear me? Y'all haven't went away on long weekends. You haven't did it. You haven't spent a few hours at his house, a few hours
I
doing that. Like,
I have yet to see a friend or a sibling that is like on board with all of this and like, yeah, this is excited for this person. Like
hmm
they all say the same thing. I don't think this is gonna work out, or this person seems delusional, or well, we'll see what happens. They are like, so it's they have this whole world, it seems like, already created in this picture perfect ending. And I think that leads to a lot of them being let down because they have such high standards. And the fact that you started it off with telling this man, oh yeah, by the way, you got to go and pick up your mom. He's like, wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, no, you got to go pick up your mom. But I mean, I just got out. I'm trying to get myself together. Well, I don't care. Like, what did you think about that? Like, telling him, no, you're going to do this now. You're not going to wait till you feel comfortable, because this is like, that was crazy to me a little bit.
I don't think she should have done that. I think she should allow him to come out, be comfortable, get himself together, let him make that decision when he wants to reach out to his mom. He said that that was going to be his first time seeing her in 7 years. They already
Yeah.
have a rocky relationship. She has a rocky relationship with his mom as well. Um, but for her to force that on him, she should allow this grown man to make those decisions. Like, she may know some of the story with his mom, but do she know the entire backstory? Because even when he was talking about how his dad passed and he felt like he had no one, I
Mhm.
was like, oh wow, you have a mom right there. But he was like, the alcohol, like alcohol was
Right.
her best friend. That's what she wanted. And so he could still be harboring that resentment toward her, and he just needs to be out in his own, let him, since he's home, let him be home, let him enjoy his freedom before he has to deal with that type of situation, that type of trauma. The man's just
Right.
getting out. Let him relax. Let him enjoy some free time, some freedom, because you took him out, you took him to go get his balls thing, excuse my language, and then you came, brought him home, and now he got to go get his mama. Like, come on, you have not given this man any time to adjust to being free again.
Right. It's just bam, 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 bam. And then she
Hmm.
hit him with the, if you gonna be with me, I like you need to respect your mom, because if you can't be with your mom, then that's gonna reflect how you're gonna treat me. And I'm like, damn, okay. Then she flipped into the parent mode real quick,
Hmm.
because now you kind of embark in telling this man what he's gonna do. You already
Hmm.
like clipped his wings by buying a present for him for the son, saying it was from him for you, from you,
Hmm.
and then now you're telling him what he's going to do in his relationship with his mom. Like,
Hmm.
what else are you about to tell him what to do and when to do it? Is
And see, that's another problem because again, this man, he after 7 years, he finally getting a taste of freedom. He's not gonna want to come out and have his wife trying to control and tell him everything that he has to do, like right now. Literally, you
right.
just left a place that you had to do stuff on other people's time when they wanted it. You get your you eat at this time, you go outside at this time, you go to sleep at this time. Now I have my freedom. I don't need you out here telling me you're gonna do this at this time, you're gonna do this at this time. Treat me like your partner, not your child. You have a son. I'm supposed to be your
Yes.
husband. Treat me like your husband. So,
Yes, exactly. And then did it in front of the child. Like, oh, you got to be with
yes. Like what? Like, are you? Because how you showing want him to respect? How you want Isaiah to respect Troy if you're not really showing him respect in front of in
right.
front of Isaiah? Because like you said, she's a big control. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like that always, or she just wanted to get his mom out the way so she can be like, okay, it's just us now.
Not letting her stay there on top of
And
everything. Yeah,
that's
and what she said,
crazy.
and also, and also, he was like, what the? Wait, what?
And that's crazy. Because why you didn't talk to this man about that? You're like, oh, Isaiah, you're not gonna be here. You're gonna be with your other grandparents. Hold up, what? So you, so
I
you
feel like
have it.
if
You
you
first
want
of
to
all, you
introduce
sprung
them,
his mom.
yeah, if you want to introduce
Hmm.
them, this tonight, y'all all
Hmm.
should take to yourselves as a family and just
Hmm.
bond. Send that boy off.
Yep, absolutely.
Well,
Yep, send him on over to her parents' house. That's
I
what she
can
did.
figure.
Because his mom is staying here. I'm like, girl. I wonder if her
I,
sister stayed that night, or if she was like, you know what, I'm out. I'm
I
going to
know. I
mom's
was
house
wondering
too.
too. Like, if you gotta go, you gotta like. She already told her, look, when we getting down, you gotta go. You could go somewhere. Like that's crazy to me. Like what? Like, I just keep saying what because it's just crazy to me. Like you just was like, oh no, you can go somewhere. Don't that cost money? Like if she could go somewhere, I don't think she would be there
Not there at all. Mm-mm.
unless she going to the parents' house too. How do you explain that? Hey, mom, hey,
Hmm.
dad. I mean, I stay here tonight. They getting busy.
Oh, right.
I don't know. As I was saying right before this show started, and I said I was going to wait to the show, I had a realization watching this show that I have been calling this girl Shonta, and that girl's name is
Shantae?
Shonta. You caught it. You
Yes,
say, they
Shantae.
be say hope. They be saying ho. I've been calling this girl Shonta. It was he said Shantae. I was like, oh snap. Been calling her
Yep.
Shonta. So for all those other episodes, Shantae, please excuse me. But it is Shantae. So we get to True and Shantae, and they're back in the car. And she said, hold up, I need a moment. And she gets out and she goes, like, take my mic off. I need to go take a walk. I'm out. And so he just sitting there like, it is what it is or whatever. He rethinking everything uh in his head. He like, I don't know if this was a good idea, if this was a good choice, or she always got an attitude, she yelling at me and stuff like that. And then they get back in the car. Well, she gets back in the car and he like, you good? No, I'm good. You're not good. Again, he's asking her and she's not explaining everything to him. And I just I don't know. This as we see in a little bit, it's not going to end too well for them, which I said I think I felt like that's what was going to happen. But I don't know about them.
Yeah, I called the Shantae and Shrew. I knew they weren't gonna work. Him coming in saying that he want to take the relation back to dating and building the relationship. Y'all weren't building that relationship over the whole 3 years that y'all was supposedly
No,
gonna get.
remember I said, what were y'all talking about? I said, y'all couldn't have been talking or anything. Like, what were y'all talking about this whole time that he was locked up? And he definitely made it clear when he said, look, for everybody out there, if you have a relationship with somebody that's locked up, make sure you go visit them. This girl
Mhm.
never visited him. He said we get 4 hours of visit. Could you imagine, like, if she went like every month or at
Mhm.
least every month? Like, it's different face to face than it is on the phone. And even on the
Yes.
phone, if they would have real conversations, I still don't see how she could be so lost as to his whole attitude or whatever.
Mhm.
Compared to what it was like, you never spoke to this man before, you didn't know this man. Like, it was just, it was giving you just didn't know this man at all. And it was amazing to me how you accepted to be a fiance with that whole situation.
I think True just wanted someone while when he got out because he went in so young. There's no way that I believe he got out. He would have like 13 years, and then you get out and you're ready to get married. No, no, because you went in. You pretty much went in as a teenager. You never experienced adult life outside. So what make you think that once you get out, oh yeah, I'm gonna be ready for this relationship. I'm ready to get engaged. I want to be married. No, no. And she should have. That's something that they should have really thought about before getting into this relationship. That's something. And since Shantae is so much more mature, I would say not much more, but she's mature. You know, she's a little bit more mature than he is. Those are
Mm.
things that you should think about. Even with True, he should have thought about that before he asked this girl to marry him. He should have listened to his sister, like his sister told him last episode. Don't you think that this is moving a little too fast? You don't want to be out here by yourself, be on your own for a while, but then for you to come in here and walk it back and like, yeah, let's go back to dating and building a relationship. And then when Shantae asks you, are we gonna be exclusive? You got nothing for her.
Right.
So if you, because I guess at the time while he was in jail, it was good knowing that he had somebody out there. Oh yeah, I got me a fiance out here and everything. And he got out here and he was like, oh, but wow, I like that one over there. I like looking at that one over there. Let me put this one right here. You
He
know,
said how many women he had? 60.
yeah. And he only cut off some of them.
I told you when he said the most of them, I was like, not all, but most. Keywords. He's giving you all the clues in the conversation.
Hmm. Girl, and when I fell out, when he was like, "Yeah, I'll continue to parole with you," I said, "What? Because I'm on your papers, you would think you got to just stay up in here and parole with me?" Girl, I fell out. I said, "No." He talking about, "I'm gonna continue.
I'm gonna be
We gonna
interested to see
sleep
if she
together."
let him.
And if she do, because did you see how I felt? Because I know she was crying. And when she was, and they showed the scene where she was upstairs in the bed and he was downstairs in the
He
bed.
said, I'll be back.
I
That
don't
man never
believe it.
came back that whole
No.
night. He slept in the whole other room. She
Hmm.
stayed in that room. He was like, I mean, she good as long as she not hurt. Meanwhile, she outside crying.
Hmm. And everything with him is, I want to go with the flow. I want to go with the flow. Weren't you going with the
That's
flow
how
when
you
you
do
asked her to
it.
marry you? Right.
Go with the flow. I felt like he's watching Harlem Nights. You stop shooting that little. You shoot that one more time. Shoot 2 seconds. Knocking that man out. Her hand would have been broke, but she would have tried.
Girl. And she was like, she felt like she wasted 3 years. Ma'am, you never once in those 3 years went to go visit this man.
That's
Never
crazy to
once.
me. That's crazy to me. When he said that, I said, now it all makes sense.
Hmm.
You did not know this man, and he did not know that woman.
Hmm. Not at
And I
all. Thompson.
wonder if they only have voice and not video.
That's a good question. That's a
Because then
good
that's
question.
another thing too. If we don't even got the voice, I mean, if you don't even have the video, like at least there's some sense of face to face. But
Mhm.
and you what you get like I don't even know what the minutes are, but it's not that compared to 4 hours in person versus
Mhm.
a call that you got to keep calling all day and put more money in the book so you can call. Like, no,
Mhm.
it's just where are her friends?
Where are her friends? Boy.
I don't know. When we get introduced this episode to Miss Bianca and Daniel's relationship, Bianca is 23 years old. Daniel is 31. They have been together for 8 months, and she's about to go move out to Arizona. She's currently living in Florida. He's got a parole in Arizona, and he has to be there for 90 days. So she's taking it upon herself to rent a location for 4 months. And then in the hopes of when the 90 days are over, he can go somewhere. But she doesn't sound like she likes Florida anyway. So she's footing the bill for everything. We find out some history there. So what do we think about this relationship?
She's too young. And I feel like he's using her. And this is what was left out. Like, okay, so we start out. We meet Bianca. She talks about Daniel. She talks about her settlement. How she was in an accident with her friend. Her friend was taking her home after they was drinking. She was drunk. The friend was supposed to take her home, but she didn't realize her friend was drunk too. So they had a really bad accident. She cut her neck. She lost her voice for like 3 months or whatever. She received a settlement.
Mhm.
She signed an NDA. She can't tell what everything that was said or whatever. But
That's
Daniel
weird.
knows it
An
is.
NDA for unless the person was someone
Mhm.
known.
Yeah. But Daniel knows how much money she has. Did you hear when she said Daniel has a lot of debt? Daniel's in locked up for DUI, and we know that can get expensive. It sounded like to me that Daniel is a gold digger because
Well, she said we're saving that money so when we move, like
yeah,
he
like
knows how to do
so
that, and then we're saving our money for when we move. Like,
no
okay,
ma'am.
I mean, not
No
talking to your
ma'am.
friend crazy.
No ma'am. Because where are the people in her life that's like, girl, I'm about to hit you. Now, and I don't condone violence, but at this moment, your little 23-year-old self, you want to get with someone. First of all, you engaged. Y'all only been together 8 months. What's the rush?
I think
You're
that's what the dad was saying when he asked, "Was she mentally stable?" Albeit
right,
it probably wasn't the best way to say it, but I really feel like that's what he was like. Are you sure? Like,
but one of those his parents.
yes, and I feel like he was like, "Girl, are you okay?" Blink twice, because this is crazy. You're
It
23.
is 23.
Like
She
you're
said,
about to go out there and pay for everything. The friend
mm,
is like, so I just need him to pay for something. She like, what he supposed to pay for? He been locked up. He ain't got no money.
and do you know how crazy that sounds coming out of your mouth? Knowing that this man don't have any money, you're expected to foot everything. He knows how much money you has. You best believe he's counting your pockets. And she already said, "Oh, I really don't keep up with how much I spend. Oh, but I have spent about $7,000 on him. That's like over $1,000 a month on a man that's in jail."
Right. And look, she said she's comfortable. She don't got to work. She got a good amount of money.
Hmm.
Again, who did this happen with for the NDA to happen? And you might have a substantial, if they had to do an NDA, you might really have a substantial amount of money. However, I don't think this is the way that it needs to be spent. I hope she
Mm-mm.
has somebody like helping her financial wise. She, like she said, she's young. So, I
Hmm.
mean, sometimes even if it's not like a $300,000 to them is like $300 million. You know what I'm saying? Not to say
Hmm.
that every young person thinks like that, but realistically, out in the world, like some things are only gonna get you so far. And if you were just spending it to be spending it, on random stuff or not planning or investing so you're gonna get that money back in some essence or form, or live off the interest or whatever. Like,
Mhm.
and I really hope it's invested well and stuff like that. That money's not gonna last long. And is he gonna be there when the money runs out? Like,
Mhm.
she said, like, she was in a really vulnerable state when she met him. Like, she wasn't
Mhm.
going out anymore because of the accident. She was still recovering, and she said he feels like a fresh start. So,
Yeah.
and she was just looking for somebody to talk to because she wasn't around anybody. And lo and behold, she came up, on this guy. And I don't, I don't know. He just did not seem very nice.
Mm-mm.
When he was talking to the friend, and the friend was
Mm-mm.
giving him sound advice because he's been there, done that,
Mhm.
and like, you already starting off on the wrong road, as Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta says, because you don't even want to stay in the halfway house, and you have a substance abuse problem, and part of the halfway house is to get you reacclimated to the outside world and make sure you're doing the things that you're supposed to do so you don't end back up in jail. I'm,
And like Miss Netta say, listen at me and listen at me well. Let me stop. But for real, Bianca, girl, you're
she wants
young.
to save him.
Run. Run. You don't need to save him. And you have to think about this. If you're not gonna work, what are you gonna where you have to think about your money in the next 60 years. You're 23. What if you're not gonna work, what are you gonna do for retirement? Are you like you said, are you invest? Are you being smart with your money? Or are you just out here spending like it's never gonna
No,
run out?
she's not being smart. She paid for a place for 4 months with a man she doesn't know
Mhm.
really up front. So it's already paid for. If it don't work out, that's 4 months spent. Like, what, you just gonna stay in Arizona just to stay? Because you spent the money, or is he gonna stay there if he gets to get
No.
out, and you let him stay
Because
without you, and you just paying the bill for him while you go back to, like, you're not.
not at all. And then you heard what he said that, oh, I'm not gonna stay. Because Andreas, her friend, he was like, hey, you are you gonna stay in the half? And I don't want to stay there,
No,
dude. It's not what you want. You have to stay there. On this is gonna be a condition of your release. You don't stay there. Guess what? You're gonna get locked right back up.
right back up if you're not there by curfew, sir.
Hmm. So
I don't know, but that's just gonna be interesting for real.
yeah, keep her together, cause child, that's this Bianca. Like her friend said, she's very impulsive, and I can see that. And I can see that she does things without thinking, and that's from her best friend said that about her.
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah. I don't know, poor thing. Let's talk about Latisha and Keith. So Latisha
Girl.
gets up in the morning, and she, first of all, Auntie gets there and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I got this notice on my door. She got a letter from the sheriff's department. They like, "What's that about?" Now, I don't know what it's about, but I guess she got to wait till they open. She takes the kids out and she calls, and she's like, yeah, somebody, call me from this number. Like, what's going on? Only to find out that there is no record of this man about to get out. And they're like, oh, I don't see anything about nothing. She said, I see y'all been, asking for immediate release. And I don't see what, like, do you have a lawyer, a private lawyer, or somebody like that? And she's like, we got a paralegal that we were referred to. Why don't y'all have a lawyer?
A
For one?
lawyer. You paid
It's
15,000 for a ring, baby. I would have had a lawyer
but
on
only a
retainer.
thousand on this freedom,
Right. Make that make sense.
ma'am. And they like, she like, look, well, I mean, I just see NA means that what y'all was trying to get for him, his case is not eligible for.
Hmm.
I'm like, ooh, that's terrible because you don't tell everybody. And
Yes.
that's bananas. So she tried to call Ben, and Ben is MIA, girl. She
Yeah,
said,
Ben is the paralegal, and she's trying to call. And when I tell you, she was like, "Okay, I'm about to go over there. I wanted to see that." I was like, "Oh, she pulling up."
pull up on that. She calling back to back to back, and this man is not picking up. Did he take your money? Was he really a paralegal? Did y'all see his credentials?
I
Like,
need.
where he come from? I need to see what happens if she pull up and he there. the place is like, empty. Nobody's there anymore. Like a sign for sale sign for the rental property. Like, where he at? Where is Ben at? Did Ben say, you know what? I spoke too soon, and oops, I'm out. Because I'm sure he knew, and
Mhm.
he's like, I'm not saying nothing. That they'll find out when they find out. That
I wonder where they met Ben at.
they said it was referred to. Like, who referred to? Because whoever referred me, gonna get these hands too when I catch up. When I
Equal
catch up to you,
opportunity.
I want my 1,000. I want 500 from you, and I want 500 back from you, because you have responsible for introducing me to this person. No, for real. Actually, you don't get no money back, because, like we said, you spent all that money on a ring, and you only want this. Like, you tried to find the Groupon version of getting this man out of prison. Make it
Mhm.
make sense.
Yup.
Out of
So
out of
I'm just ready to see where this goes. 'Cause it's
we got Kim and Joey, and they're headed back home now to go be with the kids. It's Christmas Eve, and he's like really excited. I think the timing on this is so perfect that he gets out before Christmas. However, we gonna stop and get the kids some presents first. He's like, I want to stop and get the kids some presents. I'm like, okay, he gonna get some presents. That's nice. He thinking about the kids, he want to come in with some gifts for them and stuff like that. Having, this is about to be a new family, and he's inside. And he just looking and he looking and getting this and getting that and getting this and getting that. She in the car, which is crazy to me. I don't know why she didn't go inside, but she sit in the car chilling. Like, okay, so
after
I'm like,
she handed
okay, cool.
him her card.
You didn't notice
You
yet?
handed
He's still
this man
shopping. He's
your
still
card.
shopping. He said $380 or something. He gave her the card. Bam, bam, bam. Get back in the car. She like, all right, give me my debit card. I'm like, hold on, hold on, no, 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 you did not. No, you did. No, he didn't go shopping spree, and you didn't go with him. You didn't
Girl,
tell this man, look, there's a limit here. Don't spend like
her and Kim, I'm not Kim. What's her name? Say it again for me. Zaruya.
Zeruia.
Zaruya. Are they related?
I
Cause
don't
let
know.
me buy these gifts for these kids, and we're gonna act like you got them for them. And then your girl had the nerve to have them gift wrap. I don't know if that was a complimentary or not.
No,
I
that
said,
wasn't no
"Oh,
complimentary. He
not
said
with
it
the
himself. He was like, dang, stuff done got in, expensive since I've been locked up. I'ma still keep piling this stuff up. Boy, he had like 2 bags and a whole stack of gifts, couldn't even see his face. The look on her face when that man came out that store, she
girl."
already knew, like, oh
And
damn.
then you heard him when he said, "We may have made a baby." So you want her to take care of her 2 kids and another one that y'all may have had, and she is the breadwinner. She was like, "I'm just a teacher aide." And when I tell you, them paraprofessionals love them to death. But she's like, "I'm a teacher aide. I make 15 an hour. I don't have that kind of money to be
Said
spending."
that.
I'm like, did he even act? And I wonder if it was edited out, or did she just give him his card and then say, "Hey, this is how
She
much you
didn't
can
have that
spend."
conversation. She just gave him the card. Like, I don't understand. If you know you tight on funds, why would you just give this man a card and then just let him go off and then feel
Hmm.
crazy or away? Like, she was panicking on the inside. She didn't
Hmm.
say anything, but her
Her
face,
face, yes,
she
you can
was
see it.
having a mini stroke on the inside. Like, I
Hmm.
can't believe I just did this. I can't believe this, man. How much did you spend? He's talking about some 318. Sir, you forgot to add some more to the end of that. See, I know she went on her phone to look at her daggone balance as
Girl.
soon as he said that. And I'm like, now what? Like, again, I don't know. Taking it back also to Shantae, she still ain't never told this man she ain't got no job and she paying for everything. Like, does he understand? I don't know. Like he said, like, a lot of things have changed since he's been locked up. I mean, from last year to this year, in our own right, we see how expensive things are, groceries and things like that. So can imagine what
Hmm.
something may have cost back then. Like a $5 meal at McDonald's probably was like $5 for real. And now it's like $5 meal is
Hmm.
automatic $15 from the gate. And so it's like
Hmm.
you as I don't think she need to sit down and have that conversation for real. Like, look, this is what I make. This is what it takes to live. Also paying for two young kids. Like, I don't even think they're
Mm-hmm.
over the age of 7, the both of them.
They
And
some babies.
like,
Yeah.
come on, like,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
At least I did hear her say that he needs to get a job within 6 months. I haven't heard anyone else,
Said
really
it,
talk
and then she
about.
gonna enforce it.
Girl, please.
He's trying.
She might. She might.
He's trying.
She
I
might.
can hear it. As long as you
But
try.
yeah, I can hear that. But her little boys, they're so adorable. She has some beautiful kids, and his mom was very. She seemed very nice, and she
I
genuinely
love
was
the relationship
excited to
with the
see her
mom.
son.
I
Yes,
love it. She's like, let me go
and
ahead and get up out of here so y'all can have y'all time. Like,
mm-hmm,
in her
that's exactly
head,
what I had.
she is what's gonna keep him out of jail.
Mm-hmm,
Is this the best possible relationship? Maybe not. But in mom's eyes, like, this is the best choice he could have made for coming out. And I'm gonna do everything in my ability to make sure that it works out.
mm-hmm,
And I'm not mad at her for that. I'm not. As a
mm-hmm,
mom, like, you want the best for your kids. Like, okay, maybe this can happen. She's got a good head on her shoulders. Let me help out. Some if to take off a little bit of something. Let me help.
mm-hmm. And that's exactly what I said. Like, it seems like he has a great relationship with his mom, and it seems like his mom genuinely loves Kim and the kids. So
Yeah,
I was there for that. I really like that. So I'm looking at you, Kim and Joey. Joey, don't disappoint. Stay on the straight and narrow. You can do that.
right. Hopefully. Shantae and True, another thing. The whole conversation, like you said, with him saying, look, I just want to be friends. I'm not, like, pretty much basically the easy way of saying, yeah, I'm not feeling this, right?
Mhm.
But you trying to be polite about it instead of just being straight up about it. When she straight up at, like, the one time you say this girl don't ever speak to you, she looked you dead in your face, in your face, phone down for a change, and ask you straight up what we doing. And the whole, like you said, I think he thought about it like, damn, I got nowhere to go if I say no. So I'm gonna just try to keep her a little close until we figure it out or whatever. But after all of that conversation and you tell her, yeah, I'm good, you go off
Mhm.
with your sister again. And it's crazy. Like, here's the thing, like she said, I don't trust none of this family as far as I can throw them and I can't throw. her
I-
her instincts are on point.
yes,
Okay,
they
like,
are.
if it's, well, in this aspect, because your instincts wasn't helping you, baby, when you first decided to get into this relationship. But now, I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? So,
Mhm.
but it's for a good reason, because they go to the gym, and the minute this get in the car, she called her friend. I'm like, hey, I'm with my brother. Come pull up, and we find out that she's one of the 60 that he been
Mhm.
talking to.
I
And
said,
the
"Oh, that's
sister,
just
we already
trifling."
know she got the approval of his sister.
But just this, when he got when not saying that the sister don't like Shantae. What's his name? Angelique. I can't even remember her name. But not saying that she don't like Shantae. But even during like when they went to pick him up, she was kind of just like,
Hmm.
right. She was just, man, whatever. I'm here for my brother, and that was it. They like my kids can see you. Like that's it. And
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say she ever seemed like she was like, yeah, this is about to be my sister-in-law. This is family. Da 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 da. Because there's no way that if I had a brother and I know that he's supposed to be engaged to somebody, I'm like, oh yeah, such and such been asking about you. Why?
yeah,
Why do he need to know that someone has been asking about him when he just got
because she
out
don't like
and he
her
need to
for
be
him.
building this relationship? Exactly. Exactly. So it's a little messy. It's a
It's
little messy.
already, yeah, it's all the way messy. And the fact that y'all didn't invite her, like, hey, we about to go to the gym. Do you want to come? Or at least ask, or like I said, like, A sister that likes the girl that you're with from day one when you was out and about and you came back in that house with some food, a sister would have been like, "You're not gonna get your girl something?
Mhm.
You better take something in there for her."
Mhm. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
we about to
So,
go to the gym. Is she coming? You better ask her, do she want to come? Put her on the phone. Girl, you coming
absolutely.
out? Come on. We about to go over here.
None of that.
Like
None
the
of that.
ding, 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 ding. Red flags, warning bells, all of that stuff. He just got out and he's like she say, she ain't seeing him at all. He been everywhere else but with her. You're
Mhm.
being used, girl.
Yes. And she said it. She said she feel like she's been played.
She has. You have. Where's the friend that you called when he had you outside the sex shop? Because that friend, where's she at? Why did you got? I like to see her on the conversation with somebody telling them what's going on, so we can hear them tell her, "Yeah, girl, you go ahead and run,
Mhm.
just bounce." I guess she gonna stay until the time as if she done rented the place for a whole week.
Oh yeah, I'm staying because
Whole
you're
week.
not about to bring nobody up in here something that I paid for. Because you know that's exactly what would happen if she leaves and he's there and she don't tell the people that she's gone and it's already paid for the week. Not saying that he will, but you know, oh, I got this to myself. She ain't coming back. I'm about to bring Latisha up in here. Not Tisha. Why am I looking at her name? Oh, but you get what I'm saying.
She's like, now why am I?
You know what I'm saying? Like he could bring anyone up in if he wants to. So it's
Yeah,
best that because you're not about to wine and dine somebody else on my money. And then again, she ain't got the money for that anyway. And I wish she would be
but he don't
honest with
know.
him about that too. She need to be
He don't
honest
know.
about that
And it
too.
sounds like to me, like he's like, all right, I'm about to get out. I'm about to do my thing. I'm about to, have my fun, live my life real quick. And then when it's time to go, I'm gonna go up here with her and then we'll work on it. And it's like, oh,
Mm,
now it's just us two. Now let me focus on you. But until I gotta ride it out, I guess, because if he's got parole there, then I guess you have to have approval, and it's too late to change that. But that's what it sounded like to me. He was like, "Yeah, let's just get through this, and then when we go back, we'll work on it." And it's
mm-hmm.
like, so you just want to do you now, have your fun, live your life, and then come back. And I'm like, that's not a relationship. Y'all should not be engaged. Like y'all
Mm-mm,
shouldn't have been engaged in the first place. That's clearly
mm-mm,
like, let's be friends and see what happens here. And while we being friends, since your sister coming to get you, you go ahead and tell her to take these bags with you. You can go over there too, and then I'll be over here when you ready to go. We can meet up.
mm-hmm.
Let's be friends.
Yep. Since we
And I'm gonna need
friends,
some of that money too to go towards this bill since we friends.
you're not paroling with me. You need to call your parole officer, whoever, and let them know that you're gonna be paroling at this address, not over here with me. No.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
hopefully Shonta can get it together, girl. What they say, it's plenty of fish in the sea. Don't go to prison.com looking for anyone. Look for
Oh my
someone
God.
outside, okay?
Oh my
Girl.
God. Or if you do get somebody on the inside, please go see them in real life. Like he said, IRL for
Or she
4+ hours, several times. Like, and what's the distance from where she at and where he was at? Because they're staying where he was locked up, and then they have to go to wherever she actually lives at. So I'm interested to see the distance. But I mean, at this point, we don't know how long she wasn't working. I'm about to say now you got asked for the day off or anything. Hopefully she looking. I
hopefully.
mean, because you're gonna need it. Uh, yeah. I don't. It's crazy to me, and yeah. I don't know. I just need him to find out she don't have no job, and then she really should tell him before they leave because you could really see, like he already done showed you who he was, so you already should believe
Mhm.
him. But then you tell this man, and I don't got no other additional income coming in. Is he really gonna stay? Let's see. Like, get it all out. Get it all out. Don't, because at this point, there's no reason to. I I I I don't have any words. We're done. I cannot understand or try to understand stupid. So I'm just
It's,
not. Well, that's it for this
and
episode.
she can do better.
I'm done. Like I need her to phone a friend and really somebody go pick your girl up or something. Like I don't something, but
Hmm.
I don't know. We will see.
Yep.
Well, that's it,
Alrighty.
everybody. I just need to see what happens when we find Ben, where it's been, what it's been doing. It was been at lunch. Was he in court? And so that's why he can answer his phone. Like, where is Ben? We need to find Ben. Ben, we looking for you.
Shoot. Ben was like, I got this 1,000. I'm out. I
Yes,
said a
yes.
1,000. Okay.
Listen, if you watching this back, let us know your thoughts about what Shantae and True are going through. Like, would you let the person come home with you and see what happens after they played you like he's playing her, or would you be like, yeah, no, it's a no for me. Y'all figure it out, and I'm gone. Deuces. Like, let me know what y'all think because I'll be interested
Yeah.
to see what y'all takes are. But thanks for
Yeah.
joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Please like, comment, subscribe at all. We would really appreciate it. And thank you guys for coming out to listen to us and our thoughts.
you. And we will see you back for next week. Well, this week. Like we already in this week. This week's episode, and we'll see what happened with Ben at. Ben. Ben. Oh, sorry. All right. Later, y'all.
Later.